Before New South Wales ambulance had arrived, Darren Chait from the Jewish Community Health Service was on the scene.
You literally had to be careful where you walked, and there's a male who's lying there, and some girl about my age is going, help, help, and I go over and I feel for a radial pulse and he's breathing. I'm like, awesome. So I'm like, hello, and he's not waking up. So I'm like, what I need you to do, I roll him onto his side, I put an airway in, I say, we're gonna come back, just stay with him, just stay with him.
In that moment as I walked in, the scene was horrific. It was chaos. Oh my God, this is happening. This is what we had feared. This is what we thought could happen.
When we arrived on scene, one of the first things we noticed was parents holding their children, fleeing the scene, getting them to safety. And one of the first things I heard was that a 10-year-old girl had sadly been shot.
To see, this kind of scene where everybody is still lying down because they didn't know if the active shooter situation was finished yet. There was a little fence. I jumped over that, and the first person I saw as I jumped that fence was Yankee, and he was face down in a pool of blood. I got down on my knees, and I wasn't sure if he was alive yet.
And there was no one else around him?
No, there was no one else around him. So I got down and just put pressure on his wound for a couple minutes until that kind of stemmed the bleeding. And that's when, everyone started to arrive.
As we were driving in, our window was actually open, and we were shouting, "Where's Yankee?"
Here is actual vision of the ambulance arriving at the scene. Mendy Litzman is driving, Kelly Sloan inside.
And you were just taking in?
I was taking in everything, but I was looking for Yankee also.
And Kelly, you just would have seen bodies everywhere.
There was body after body.
Blood, Kelly, remember the blood? God.
I think I've blocked a lot of that out, but there were groups of people clustered around bodies as we went through, and I thought, gosh, this is huge. And we had no idea that we were about to park under the bridge with the gunman above us.
When Mendy arrived, he immediately went looking for his fellow medic, Yankee. But first, the police asked him to do CPR on the shooter.
When I came on the bridge, I saw two individuals on the floor. They looked like the shooters. One of them was dead. The police were doing CPR on him, and the second one was still alive. And the police were screaming at me, save him, save him. Again, I'm the first medical personnel on scene, and because I'm trained overseas, and it was drilled into my head, you can't help someone who potentially has explosives on them.
So the police asked you to help save the life of the shooter, and you said to them, no, it's not safe.
It's too dangerous. It could go kaboom. They could have a vest on them, and it could blow up, and it's not safe. I just I kept on screaming, where's Yankee, where's Yankee?
As he arrived, Mendy was approached with desperate pleas to save Rabbi Eli Schlanger's life.
So when I came, everybody was shouting to save Eli. Eli was a very close friend of mine. I spoke to him that morning for 20 minutes. So when I came over to Eli, Eli was right here. He was literally right here. I'm just gonna say a 10-second prayer. Eli was lying right here. This gate was open. His body was half on that side, half on this side. His wife, Chayla, was right over here. And everyone's screaming, save him, save him. Sorry. So what I did was I decided I'm gonna confirm that he's dead, confirm that he's passed away. While doing compressions, I put the pads on because our machines could tell the heart rhythm. And we said stop CPR. We checked for a pulse, there was no pulse. And it was flatline. And I literally lifted up the machine. I showed it to the crowd. I showed it to the people. I said, it's asystole's flatline, he's gone.
You just spoken to him that morning?
I spoke to him for 20 minutes that morning. Yeah, it was from the hardest moments of my life. And to walk away to knowing I can't save one of my closest friends.
So sorry, Mandy. Thank you for telling Anne. So sorry.